ferrets. Hello and welcome back to Jack's Mini Zoo, and today I'm going to be showing you how I nip trained my two ferrets, Sandy and Niffler. So let's get on with the video. Okay, so here I have Sandy and Niffler. So this one right here, that's Sandy, and this one here is Niffler. So look, as you can see, doesn't even want to bite me. I can pick them up anywhere, stroke anywhere, you know, touch their face and everything. Look, not even a nip. So how I nip train them, it took a lot of time and a lot of patience. So that's one of the things with getting ferrets. You have to realise that it will take a long time for them to actually reach this point. So I've had them for a year, but it took me about 6 months to fully train them. So, but I've had these since they were very young. So if you do want to nip train them, I'd suggest getting your ferrets at a very young age. So I had mine at 8 weeks old, I think, if I remember. So these are now a year. I think about a year old, year and a half. Okay, so now how I nip trained them was it was just a constant process. So when nip training, you can't be afraid to actually get bit. And so what you'd do is you'd hold them like this. So hold their two front feet down with your hand like this, and then just put your finger right by their nose. See, look, she doesn't even want to start with it. And if they bite, you just tap them gently on the nose. You don't want to hurt them when you tap them, because that's what some people say you have to do. You have to actually hurt them, but I don't think that's the right thing. You just want to tap them gently, and if they don't bite you, you give them a little treat. I use dog treats. I think you can get ferret treats, but dog treats work fine as well. Cat treats as well. They'll eat anything really. Bit of fresh meat as well. Oh, come here. But yeah. So anything works, but you just want to constantly just do that every day for about, and it'll keep going on for about 6 months until you fully get them, when you don't even have to train them anymore, and then they'll just run around you. Look, I could put them on my head, not even worry about them biting any of my ears or anything, because they just get used to your smell. So same with Sandy, I did the same. Sandy was a lot quicker to learn not to bite than Niffler, but I think that's because Sandy was a little bit older than Niffler at the time. But yeah, so what people may think is you might have to hit them when they latch on. So latching on is when they bite and don't let go. They have a very strong bite for such a small animal, and latching on, I've never been latched on by these guys, but we used to have other ferrets, and I did get latched on by that. And so what people think is, I've heard people say you have to burn the tip of their nose, which I do not agree with. That is horrible. Never ever do that to any animal. What I suggest is either just taking a bit of your spit and putting it on their nose, because when they latch on, they can't breathe through their mouth. They have to breathe through their nose. So either putting a little bit of spit on their nose, or just gently closing their nose up until they can't breathe, and then they'll let go. That's what I would do. That's what I have done in the past. But yeah, so this is just a quick little video on showing you how to nip train them. Well, obviously I don't show you, I just told you. But yeah, so then in about 6 months time, once they're fully known, they'll get like what they are now, and they'll just love you and want to be with you. As you can see, they're always jumping on me. They just love climbing on my shoulders, because they like to get to the highest point. But you have to watch out, they like the fluffiness of my jacket as well. So go on, back on. But yeah, so if you have any other questions, just put comments down below. I'll do a quick little feeding video with them in a minute, so I'll go and get their food now. So I've got their food now, and So I feed them a lot of different things. You can feed them dog food. I have a mixture of dried dog food and wet ferret mix. They absolutely love it. There they go. But you can also feed them obviously ferret food and raw meat. So the raw meat I like to use is a mixture of partridge and rabbit and pheasant, so any of them, and even chicken, to be honest. But yeah, so these are obviously one of my favourite pets that I own. They're so lively and so much, well, you get so much out of them. They personalise to you. Like, if another member of my family was to come outside, they wouldn't climb all over them or be so like, well, do this really to them. They know it's me. They know the smell of me. But so if you are thinking about getting ferrets, you know, just always be with them. Make sure to be there every day. Sometimes people feed them every other day, but even if you do that, I would still recommend feeding them. No, not feeding them. Being out here every day with them. Make sure they get to know you, and they'll love you. Really, I mean, they bond to people like they've bonded to me. They also, I would recommend having 2 ferrets instead of just 1. If you have your ferret in the house and it has like a dog to play with, then 1 is okay. But 2 ferrets, because mine stay outside, so 2 ferrets, so they keep each other company. But yeah, so they are a joy. They've only got the dog bits at the bottom left. So yeah. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see some more content like this. I post 2 to 3 times a week, so make sure to keep up, and I'll see you on the next one.